Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I kind of wanted to go over, there's this been like a leak going around for Mortal Kombat 1 for like the Kombat pack. Apparently the uh, Amazon for Italy had leaked the contents of the Kombat pack 1, and it's kind of been blowing up. You're seeing it everywhere. You're seeing it on Twitter. You're seeing it on YouTube videos and such. But I wanted to go over that right now and kind of give my thoughts on it and how I feel, let you guys know my opinion on whether it's a real leak or not. Because there are some decent arguments for both sides, right? So, first off, it is coming from Amazon itself, which is a pretty major point here. It could definitely give it some credibility in terms of it being a real leak. Now, I do have a major problem with this leak here. But let's just go over what the leak is first. It says you get the Combat Pack 1. It includes 6 playable characters. So these would be main roster characters: Quan Chi, Omni-Man, Ermac, Peacemaker, Takeda, and Homelander. It sounds like it could be a fun combat pack, and I wouldn't mind having it. Though I would be a little disappointed getting both Omni-Man and Homelander, because I feel like they're very similar characters, and making them different enough to be unique would be kind of difficult to do in the fighting game. But again, I don't doubt NRS's ability to do that, so I'd be excited for a combat pack like this. If it were to be true and if this were to be the case, this would be pretty cool for me, and I'd definitely be buying this ASAP. But then you have the 5 cameo characters. It says it would be Tremor, which I'd cry. Like, I would actually cry tears hardcore if Tremor is a cameo character and not a main roster character. Just because you guys know I love my boy Tremor and MKX, and I want him to be playable very badly. He needs a bit more love than he's getting right now, so I would be pretty disappointed if he was just cameo. The other cameo characters for this KP1 would be Johnny Cage, Chameleon, Movado, and Ferrator, which it just says Farah, but I'm assuming this would mean Ferrator. Okay, future me here. After some thought, I realized from what I'm understanding here that Farah turns into what Tor is in MKX. So this could very well just mean Farah, and it's just her adult form, I guess, if we want to call it that. So it could be that too, but for my sake, I'm just going to call it Ferrator. And I feel like that would be a pretty cool character. Regardless of Ferrator being cameo character or not, I think Ferrator was a very unique character that is underrated and should have another chance to shine, whether it be cameo or main roster. So Ferrator would be fun to see in there as well. But then you also would get the skin for the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin. And what doesn't make any sense to me here would be Johnny Cage being a cameo character. I feel like that doesn't make any sense, considering we already know Johnny Cage is confirmed to be in the roster playable day 1 from what they're telling us in the frequently asked questions and their advertising coming from NRS and Mortal Kombat themselves. Specifically right here, which characters will be available for MK1. Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Kung Lao, Kitana, Melina, Shang Tsung, Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is a very big inclusion here because he's the only character we didn't see in the trailer, right? So Johnny Cage is confirmed to be coming to the game, but we know all of these characters here are very likely main roster characters that are going to be playable day 1. Like, it doesn't make sense that these would be cameo characters. They're totally waiting to show us cameo characters until they obviously talk on it more. They get to show us what they are, how they work, and only then will they be introducing these cameo characters. So they haven't told us that yet, because also cameo characters are a unique roster of partner characters to assist during matches. This unique roster here is very key, considering that you're not going to be having duplicate characters from main roster and cameo roster. It's exclusively, we're telling us on purpose here, unique roster because it's not going to be like you pick a main character to fight with, and then you pick a second character on the main roster to be your cameo fighter. It's going to be you have the main roster set of characters and a completely unique roster of cameo fighters, completely separate from the main roster. So Johnny Cage being listed as a cameo fighter in this Kombat Pack 1 doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me at all, and really makes this seem very fishy to me. In my opinion, I don't believe it. I don't think it's going to be a real leak, just because it doesn't make sense to have him be a cameo character, and then on top of that, on top of him being confirmed as a main roster character, they're going to be dropping a badass Jean-Claude Van Damme skin for Johnny Cage for him to be a cameo character. I don't think they would do that. I don't think that would be good marketing. I don't think that'd be a great choice, considering if cameo characters work the way that most of us are thinking that they work. It doesn't make sense to give a very cool, paid-for skin to a character who's only a cameo and not a main roster. So, in terms of a marketing standpoint, and from what we've heard already, I don't think this makes any sense, especially just because Johnny Cage is being listed as a cameo character in this supposed leak. I just don't think it would make a whole lot of sense for NRS to do this way. Now, my personal thoughts on why this leak has even come out yet. I personally think it's fake. I don't think this is a true leak. Because there has been, even months before the game was announced, maybe not months, but weeks before the game was announced, there's been rumors of Homelander and Peacemaker being guest characters in the next Mortal Kombat game. I think Homelander and Peacemaker make a lot of sense given the situation for them to be guest characters in the game. I'm sure people would love to have them in the game. It'd be great to have them in the game, and I would love to see them in the game. But because that makes a whole lot of sense, but then you have this Johnny Cage problem, I really don't think it's going to be a real leak here. I would take this with a grain of salt. I know it's marketing season, it's leak season, everything's coming out, and I just don't think I don't think it makes enough sense for it to be a leak. It just seems to me like somebody tried to fake a leak to get some hype going on. I don't know why they'd fake a leak or whatever. I don't know what the incentive is, but I'm assuming this is fake, and they really botched it by putting Johnny Cage here. Maybe they didn't know that Johnny Cage was already confirmed as playable main roster, but they definitely messed up here. But I think they totally did, considering they added in this skin. It just doesn't make sense that it's Johnny Cage's cameo. I think that's the big giveaway for me that this is fake. That's just my personal opinion, but take it as you will. So as far as I know, that's about the only leak that's been out right now. This is the big one going around, and obviously because it's from this Amazon website, the Amazon Italy, it does have that sort of possibility of being real. I could be wrong. Maybe they are doing this, and I'd question as to why they're doing it this way, but who knows? I would just say, here's my advice: take it with a grain of salt. I don't think it's real. Just wait for NRS and Mortal Kombat to come out and reveal these things on their own, and that's about it. I mean, it definitely builds excitement. I'm excited. Everyone is. And I think that's why it's so crucial that we really analyze these leaks and everything, and not just jump on it and say, yes, this is real, this is coming, oh my god, it's happening, because that's what these leakers want you to believe. But that's about it. That's my thoughts. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know if you think I'm wrong, why you think I'm wrong, and if you know any more information that I don't. But that's just my personal opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.